After a difficult summer, Mo Farah returned to Diamond League competition in Lausanne with a point to prove, and he clearly still cares passionately about his performances on the track. Here he faces a tough field of 1500-metre specialists, including Olympic gold medalist Taoufik Makhloufi and world champion Asbel Kiprop. Kiprop won here 2 years ago. Farah was second that day, but managed to set a new British and European record.
Mo Farah tonight, dropping down a distance, of course, and he's got a stellar field against him here. Just to pick out a few names, got Manzano, Matt Centrovitz, world and Olympic medalist, Wote, who's run 3:29, a sub-3:30 man, Inga Britson, and Igida, watch out for him, he's in good form. Makhloufi, the Olympic champion, coming back into some very good form. Robert Biwott, the great new young talent from Kenya at 8 and 1500 metres, and Asbel Kiprop. Kiprop feeling his way back, he's had a little bit of time out, but he ran a good 800 in Kenya recently and says he's ready for tonight for a fast race. Everywhere you look, these men will be looking for a fast race, season's best, maybe personal best, because this is the track to do it. So many people on the world list, on the all-time list, have come here and ran their personal best, including this man. Incredible 3:28.81. And that, I'm sure, will be in his mind tonight. This man here, Biwott, 1:43 recently over 800 metres behind Suleiman, and 3:31 in Paris. Kiprop will have his work cut out here because he is the man everybody will be aiming for. And they've set up a very fast pace. Rotic and Kavuva on the outside have been asked to go through 800 metres in 1:50. That will be Kavuva's job. And then Rotic, if he can, has got to pick up the pace after that. He's been asked to go through 1,000 metres in 2:16 or 2:17. And a lot of these men might not even have run that fast for that distance.
No, I think you're right when you highlight the actual content of this. As the 1500 gets underway, you've got the Olympic champion, you've got the silver medalist, bronze medalist, the world champion, European champion, and twice Olympic champion in various events in the form of Mo Farah. As you say, it's an absolute debrette, isn't it?
Important thing is that pace judgment comes into play even for the best of the guys here. So Rotic and Kavuva with this tough job to do. Kiprop will be interesting to watch here as to how much he commits on the third lap. Not the first 2 laps, he's always likely to do that. Farah slotted in nicely behind Kiprop. Biwott behind Farah, then we got Makhloufi, the Olympic champion. Igida moving up a little bit. Pretty fast through the first 300. We'll be watching for the 400-metre split. They'll need something around 55 seconds. I think it may well be quicker than that. And Kiprop has already got a gap on Farah, and I would reckon Kiprop spot on about 54, 54.2, something like that. Farah more like 55.5. This is fast, and Kiprop has certainly set out. Look how much they're strung out, even on the first 500 metres here. A quality field like this, completely strung out behind this fast pace.
Well, certainly Kiprop, who of course had the problems in the Olympic Games. He was injured going into the event and faltered, of course, but twice a world champion in 2011 and 2013, in the 3rd place in the race, including the pacemakers. And he said, I'm not quite fit yet, but we'll see. The 3rd lap is so vital.
Pace just slowing a little bit, as you'd expect. And Kavuva will be expected to try and pick this up because that gap is still there between Kiprop and Farah, but Kiprop won't want to be left too exposed. 150, spot on for the pacemakers, but you can see there at 56.6 lap, and that's the point. Once you drop your rhythm and drop your pace, the pack will come back to you. It's hard to pick it up again, but Kavuva's doing a good job to try and change tempo, and they've opened up a 7 or 8 metre gap on Mo Farah. Biwott is still close. Makhloufi is still close. But will Kiprop be able to maintain this pace? It is super fast here.
It is indeed, and the rest will be wondering what they've got to do here because they're coming down. Now Kiprop looks as though he's going to be on his own very shortly. And Mo Farah's got about, what, 15 metres down, or probably more than that, as they come with 1 lap to go at 2:31, just under 2:32. It's very quick.
Kiprop there to be shot at if he just starts to falter, but he looks strong at the moment, but he has missed quite a bit of training in terms of preparation for this season. But he says, I'm ready, and so far so good. A 55.400 there. Farah leading the pack, but they're ganging up behind him. Makhloufi looking comfortable. Farah having to work hard to try and hold them off. But Kiprop has now got a 15-metre lead at least and is still going strong. The crowd are roaring him on here. Kiprop, 3:27.72 back here in 2013. He's just tying up a little bit now, but they are miles behind him. They'll chase, but they're not going to catch him. Kiprop all by himself. McLoughlin in second place now. Nagida moved into third. But here he comes. Just watch the clock here. Kiprop striding away. It's going to be very, very quick. Kiprop, 3:26.69. Then McLoughlin, then Nagida, then Farah. 54.76. The third fastest time of all time. The quickest we've ever seen in Monaco. A personal best for Kiprop. A Diamond League record and, of course, a world lead. He is back. And how? That was sensational from Kiprop, particularly for me, the last 600 metres. It had slowed on the second lap, and then he attacked hard, and he really didn't worry about what might happen. He wasn't concerned that he might not make it, that he might not have the legs. True belief in himself. What a sensational run, and a host of personal bests behind him. McLoughlin, 3:28.7, Nagida 3:28.7, also Farah just missing out on breaking his British record by about a tenth or so, 3:28.9 for him. And you know what, there's going to be a whole host of others.
That was unbelievable at 3:26.69, just sensational piece of running. And once the pacemaker went, that was it. But Mo Farah, remember, 3:28. I mean, he's back in fourth place, but 3:28.93. That is unbelievable. McLoughlin, of course, Olympic champion, 3:28.75, a personal best for him, and been under 3:30 before. But that was a big, big win. In some ways, a repetition of what happened in Monaco just 2 years ago. But the margin was bigger and the time was faster.
There, the result. It will take me too long and all night to tell you all the personal bests there. Area records broken, but let's just stick with that top 3 or 4 there. Kiprop, 3:26.69. And then behind him, McLoughlin personal best, Nagida personal best, Farah just outside his personal best. Look at that.